Yo, Bakar's on the Cruz Show. Real
Yes,
92.3 LA's new home for hip hop. Shout to DJ Fuse for that intro, dog.
Yeah, I love that intro. I was just getting gassed just now.
Yeah, for sure, dog. Bakar, how you feel, man?
I feel really good, man. I'm even better for being here. So
That's
thank
right.
you.
Nah, man, your presence is appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the music is as well, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, you know what? I've seen this room on YouTube before, so I'm just a bit like,
That's right.
I'm
You're
just
here
like,
now.
yeah. I'm just like, okay, this is cool.
You're like,
Yeah.
it's
real.
kind of
Yeah,
alright.
yeah.
You look nicer on
I've seen
video.
people sing Llama Llama Red Pajama
That's
right here in this spot.
Nah, sick.
This is that studio. Halo is out now, Lil Halo. My G, congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
This
Thank
is
you.
crazy. This is wild. This is what you've always wanted.
Yeah, it's exciting, and like, you know, I'm on the other side of the world, just like talking about my album. It's amazing, and I'm so excited, and I was anxious leading up to the release, but now it's here. I'm so excited.
Yeah, man. Did the album create anxiety? You say anxious, right? So did it create anxiety for you? Was it ever hard as far as like making the project?
I just think it's just like, I just think that like creating new music and waiting for new music to come out into that world as an artist is always going to be a bit of an anxious, you know, because it's like, just because there's songs that you made, you know, maybe 8 months ago, 12 months ago, maybe some are just recent, but it's like, you know, that excitement can lead to anxiousness because I want people to hear it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure,
when,
yeah.
So and you're leading up to this date, you know, you're leading up to this date, and then you get there and then you're like, wow, we're here. And so it's so many feelings that come with that.
Very
Yeah.
dope, yeah. And true or false, right? When it comes to your music, you're in charge, or does the label have a say?
I'm all the way in charge.
My God.
And the label knows better than even to the label
As they
knows
sit in on the interview. Sorry, Dante.
No,
Sorry,
like,
Dante. Sorry, Angela.
I have no shit. They know that. Like they know that. Like I'm not doing that with the label. But like and that's not for me to say like I'm immune to input. I'm
Sure.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like,
You're open to it.
Like
Uh-oh.
To a certain extent.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Within a certain extent, it also just depends like what you're saying and how you're saying it, you know, and just
Yeah.
like, and is it and if it's really constructive, you know, like I don't want to be ignorant to opinions, but at the same time, everyone has to just know that it's my ship.
Yeah, no, it's your ship, yeah, and your shit. I've heard labels like, yo, we need a single, you need, you know, this person as a writer, you need this person as a feature, and we need to buy you 1 million followers because we got to up your presence and all that.
Sure.
But it feels and it seems as if you are on your own wave.
For sure, because it's like, and I got to give credit to the label, it's like they could have been like, yo, we need 7 more Hellenbacks, you know, but they didn't, and they allowed me to create, and they allowed me to still experiment because, you know, I'm still getting better at what I do, you know, and still sharpening my tools. So it's just like, I thank them for that freedom too.
Yes, sir. Halo is out now. Bakar, all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
By the way, there's fire merch at shop.bakar.world as well.
He's wearing it, man.
He's wearing it. The link is in the bio.
We'll take a
Halo.
couple extra
Shout out
large and
Stussy
a
though.
medium.
This is really on some LA shit. I feel like
Yeah,
this
it is,
brand.
Stussy.
I've always loved Stussy. Like
Stussy is
since
legendary.
like for forever. Yeah.
That's a dope collab.
Yeah, this is our 3rd collaboration together, and so
that great?
shout out them for just supporting me.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yo, Garcia's son, Owen, is a huge fan of yours. He was going to try to make it, but he had a Spanish test to make. So he chose education over Bakar.
That's more important.
And I was going to let him cut
Important.
school, bro.
Nah, listen.
I was going to pick
He was
him
going
up.
to let him. I mean, you dropped out, so you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You understand?
No, I dropped out, but I'm not preaching it. You know what I'm saying?
We're not celebrating it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's everyone's journey is everyone's journey.
Right. What's up, Jack?
You know, speaking of your journey, the energy that you radiate the minute you walk into the room, you're smiling, you're always so
Thank
positive.
you.
Have you always been like that?
Yeah, this is naturally how I am. Like honestly, like, you know, we all have our days. You know what I mean? Like
Sure,
we all
yeah.
have our days, we have our moments. But more than anything, like I was saying to someone earlier, like artist or no artist, like I've always just been a person that needs to express myself, whether it's in conversation, whether it's through an argument, whether it's through a debate, whether it's through my art, you know what I mean? So I'm an expressive person. I like to express love. I just like to express, you know, I'm like, I need to get stuff off, you know? And so like, music just happened to be like the medium that I like chose to do that. Yeah.
Sure. Nah, promote that, bro, because so many people sit and allow their inner thoughts to fester.
Yeah.
We're all guilty of it.
Yeah, all of us are guilty of it, and it's just like find your outlet. You know, like music
your
chose
outlet.
me, but like it's like find your outlet. It can be sport, it can be, like I said, it can be just conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? It can literally be great conversation. You leave that conversation, you really feel like you got something off. You know what I'm saying? And like, and so yeah, all those things are so useful. You got to find your tools.
Yeah.
Halo is out now, all streaming platforms. Alive is crazy.
I love that
So you
song,
open
man.
up the album with that, right?
Yeah.
It's almost anti-suicide.
I mean, like in a way,
Yeah,
in a
sure.
way, but it's also just like, it's also just like a like flag in the sound to just like live. You know what I'm saying? Live.
I want to
and-
be outside, bro.
Yeah, I want to be outside and I want to feel. You know, above
feel.
all, I want to feel
Enjoy.
whether it's good or whether it's bad. It's like I just want to be able to like really be present and be able to feel. And I think that's what being alive is about. Right? It's just like taking the bad, taking the good, and but like let it resonate for good, for better, for worse. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Have you ever had a hangover so bad you wish you were dead?
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's definitely happened. And like we're going to Vegas this weekend. It might
we're going to
happen.
Vegas.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you
get it.
most excited for about Vegas?
I've never been.
Yeah, but like,
So-
you know,
so
from what
that-
you see on like, you know,
Strip
social
club
media.
stuff?
So that's the most important. I mean, like I don't know what to expect. I'm more just there, like open-eyed, just like what is gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, there's
Yeah.
slot machines in the airport. There's slot machines in
The gas station.
gas
Yeah.
stations, 7-Elevens.
Yeah, I honestly think I'm just gonna be there, like on some eye candy vibes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
just
nude girl shows everywhere.
exactly. I'm just gonna be open-eyed, just like, whoa, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah, just be open to it.
That,
Let the good
and that
times
I
roll.
am exactly
For sure. Garcia, what was that Mountain Dew line?
Oh, in Hell and Back, you say the girl eyes were green like
yeah,
Mountain
yeah,
Dew.
yeah. That's
What
like
soda are Jackie's eyes?
Oh, she's
Wait,
giving
should I take
like.
off my glasses?
She's
Hold on.
giving like it's like root beer kind of vibe.
Root beer? How did I
Yeah.
know?
That's what I was.
How
I
did
knew
I
it.
know?
But that's like I'm just like kind of come up with American references though that I know. Off the
She's
top of my head.
A&W eyes.
Yeah.
W eyes.
Yeah, she's got the root beer eyes.
I'm just gonna put that in my bio now. Root beer eyes.
Root beer eyes. Root beer float.
Hey, I heard you're doing something with Summer Walker. There's a different version.
Yeah, there's a
Tell me.
remix. Yeah, I don't even want to use the word remix, but it's just like another. Yeah, there's another version of the song that Summer did, and I
2.0.
couldn't think of a better person to have done it. And it was funny because I was talking to the label about what we would do and who I'd want, and I honestly was just like, it's not happening unless it's Summer Walker. And so I'm so glad that she felt it. I just felt like, you know, like I just feel like she's almost like the Amy Winehouse of like our generation in that sense. I don't want to like put too much on her with that one, but like I just felt like what she does, the topics that she touches on, and how she does it, and how honest she is, and just like her energy that she puts out into the world was just giving Amy Winehouse. And like I'm from Camden, like the same place that Amy Winehouse is from. I got Amy Winehouse tatted on my shoulder, and so it just felt like a great way to cap off the record. You know, it's been going crazy for like God knows how long. It's a beast of a song, and I'm not saying I'm getting ready to move on, but I'm getting ready to move on. And so I just felt like it was a great way to cap it off with someone.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Summer Walker, there's a fine line between like toxic and very real,
Yeah.
right?
We love that though. And
love
like,
it. We
and by the
support it.
way, like,
We support it.
But we're still like that. It's like the toxicity is real though.
Yes,
It's
sir.
like, you know, like we can't act
Those are
like
real
that's-
emotions.
We can't act like that's not what's, you know, we all go through that. We all are like victims of toxicity, and also ourselves too, like put it out there for better or for worse. So it's like, I think she just real and just like more than, I haven't seen an artist be able to do that in the way that she does it in a long
Yeah.
time.
What's your toxic trait? If you could
I'm a
claim one.
terrible, not the greatest communicator.
Ah, yeah, same.
Yeah, I could be better at communicating. I'm not gonna say I'm a bad communicator, but I could be better at it.
Yeah.
Right? Like we all could.
No,
Yeah.
I communicate for a
Okay.
living and I can't do it. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, so do I. That's what I'm saying. Like, I, as I was saying, I'm like, wow, I write songs. Like, I communicate with the world, but it's like in my own day-to-day life, I can do better at communicating. Someone literally told me yesterday, you could have communicated that to me better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And she was right.
She was right.
Yeah.
But in that moment, you're probably like, no, I'm good with what I am.
Here's the saying, she was right. It takes a lot for a man to say she was right.
I'm coming to terms with that's just the correct answer. Yeah.
Jackie, tell him you're
yeah,
saying.
see, the way
Yeah.
my saying, what I always say is like, I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
Isn't that the truth?
I'm picking my battles nowadays.
Yeah,
You know, and I'm
true.
just-
Smart man.
Yeah, I'm picking my battles, and
Smart
I
man.
think you learn in this life that, yeah, if you want to get by, like it's just, you know, I think she's right.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you
yeah.
got to concede, bro. That's
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You may be ready for marriage.
yeah,
with that
like,
attitude.
You know what I mean? I'm ready. I'm ready for something.
You ready for something, right? Yo, Hell and Back. So we drop it 2019, and then TikTok is born, and then it takes off all over again.
Yeah, it
Yo,
goes
that means
crazy.
you made a timeless record.
I think so. I always say to people like that song's here every summer for the rest of my life. You
bro.
know, and like
Yeah.
I'm super proud of
Is
that.
that the encore song?
It has become now, like I like, because I had a real love-hate relationship with this song, you know, like I almost felt like the people took it from me and I didn't know how to react to that. I didn't know how to deal with that for so long. And so I had a real, like, you know, I turned down so many like amazing like TV opportunities for this song. But at the time, just because I didn't want to be defined by it, and I just felt like the people took it from me. They sped it up, they slowed it down, they did all kinds of these things with it, you know, and like, and over time I learned to just appreciate what it become, and it became this like Trojan horse for me, you know, and like brought so many people into the world that is Bakar. So I'm super blessed and I'm super grateful for it to become. But yeah, like in its initial stages with TikTok and like I really was uncomfortable with like how to play it with this song.
Yeah, bro. You know, it sounds like a genre of ours. When I say ours, like Mexicans, we listen to oldies, and it has like a Brenton Wood vibe.
What does that mean?
Brenton Wood is he's an artist.
Okay.
And he has songs what we call oldies, and they're it's like cholo vibes. You know what a cholo is?
Of course, yeah. You gotta put me on, like let me get
they
here.
call it like soldies, so it's like soul and oldies.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And like people like Brenton Wood are just synonymous, especially like here with lowrider culture, Latino Chicano culture. Like we on your plane ride home, man.
I'm gonna get hit because I don't want to be ignorant. Like, no, I want to. Put me on. I'd love to listen.
It's a whole vibe, and you really have. Cruz is spot on with that.
Sick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's got that vibe, you know. It's got that LA vibe. It's got that car culture vibe.
Well, I made Helen back here, you know, like the
There
first
it
time.
is. Oh, wow.
And like that's why
Is there a Mexican in the room?
Yeah, like very possibly, you know, like I feel like
possible.
I find in LA that-
everywhere, dog.
I find in LA that exactly, and the food, and you guys, the food is incredible. But it's like sorry, what was the question again? We were
You made the song in LA.
I made the song in LA, and I feel like that's why LA will always have a special place in my heart, because
dope,
that
man.
was the first time I'd ever worked in LA when I made that song. It was like, and so. And up until that moment, I was so stubborn about just like working back home, you know. I really wasn't open to like working in other countries or other cities.
You're
you
a
know.
homebody. Yeah, you want to work at home.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And like just what you're comfortable with. You know what? Being uncomfortable is the greatest thing you could be. And so I think it thrust me into different places, and just like had me working in different ways. And like the light, the sun, it was giving PCH, you know what I mean? And so that's what came out.
For sure. No, it's a vibe, man.
Yeah.
How's your Spanish?
Non-existent. No, apart from like the basics. But you know what I like about LA is that even like my non-Spanish friends in LA understand so much Spanish, and I love that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I'll teach you a phrase. Saca la bolsita.
Bolsita.
Saca la bolsita.
What are you telling me to say?
Get the baggie out.
Okay. Saca bolsita.
Saca la bolsita.
Saca la bolsita.
No.
The B.
Saca
Yeah.
la bolsita.
Bol.
Yeah.
Oh, bolsita.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saca la bolsita.
I've been to Mexico a couple times as well. I have. I went to Mexico City.
Yeah.
I hit Sayulita. Like,
Well, it's a good thing you didn't have to smuggle a bolsita. That's different.
okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand. So bolsita is a bag of any kind of vibe. Okay.
Yeah. Right?
Party
Yeah.
favors.
No, we're
Party
talking-
favors.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
It's the
okay.
party in a bag.
Yeah. Understood.
What are we doing? Yo, you want a Nepo baby?
I want my child to be able to bear the fruits of my labor.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I'm in it to do. And you know, like we're from different backgrounds than some of these people that have the nepotism. So it's like, you know, it's always, I've just thought it was an interesting idea. It was an idea that I had in my head for ages of just like this concept of flipping, you know, nepotism always had this like stigma, but for like, not for us. So for us, it's like, that's the goal. I was looking at it like, wait, that's the goal. Like I'm
That's
trying
what
to.
the rich do. They set up their kids.
That's what my kid is going to be. Like, facts. My child is going to be like, boy or girl, you know, she's going to be able to ask her dad to call his friend and make it happen. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? And
salute to that. That's
there's
great.
no
That's a plan.
we're not shying away from that. Like, it was almost like me trying to say to my people, like, let's be proud of that. Like let's work towards it. And once we get it, like, let's really be proud of that. And let's actually, let's try and get to that place where we can really be in a position of power to support our children.
There you go. I like that. Bakar, Halo. Lil Halo's here. Halo is out now, all streaming platforms. Again, the merch is fire. Shop.bakar.world. It's on his IG bio or in his IG bio. My guy, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me,
Fun
man.
combo,
Thank
bro.
you for having me. And you know
sir.
what? Let me just say this. Like, I love coming to these stations and like and coming to like stations with people of color and where they're playing black music and Spanish music and all of that, because a lot of the time, you know, I make alternative music and I make black alternative music, and they, you know, sometimes they can push me to other, you know, other side, and I'm fine with that. But I'm even more grateful to be on these kind of stations.
Yeah, man. You have a home here at Real 92.3.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yes, sir. Bakar Cruz Show, Real 92.3.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP+. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.